let's jump right into it. We got our weekly segment. We have 4 birthdays this week. We go all the way back to 1964. Tori, we all remember Tori from the Attitude Era. She was born today in 1964. Also, our favorite Raw commentator, Byron Saxton. 1981. Nick Miller, I believe now in New Japan. I know he had spent some time in NXT and elsewhere. Was born 1985. And NXT UK champion Walter, born in 1987. So happy birthday to those 4.
I'm older than Walter.
Yeah, which means we are all older than Walter.
Get me the hell out of here. I can't. This is the worst.
Didn't make our top themes list.
Yeah, that one's a bummer. I mean, his themes definitely better, easy for me to say, than Chronic, but I mean, there's not much worse. Also, in 1996, Lord Steven Regal defeated Lex Luger for the WCW television title in Dalton, Georgia, ending Luger's second run with the title and beginning Regal's third. 2003, Michael Shane. We all remember Michael Shane, right?
Yeah.
I sure do.
Sure do. Yeah. Defeated defending champion Chris Sabin and Frankie Kazarian in the first ever Ultimate X match to win the TNA X Division title in Nashville, Tennessee. The match involved, of course, hanging the title belt at the center of an X that was formed by 2 steel cables strung above the ring. The wrestlers had to climb across the cables to get the belt and win the match. I always loved the Ultimate X. Like, do they still do that ever?
I don't know the last time
Maybe.
they did.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That's something that if they don't do it, they should reinstate that. And then finally, in 2006, WWE SummerSlam took place from the TD Bank North Garden in Boston. Fun fact about the TD Bank North Garden, it's gone through like 37 name changes in like the little over 20 years that arena's been a place. The show featured 8 matches, 1 dark, 7 main show. The opening match was Chavo Guerrero defeating Rey Mysterio in 11 minutes and 1 second. The main event was Edge, accompanied by Lita, successfully defending his WWE Championship over John Cena in 15 minutes and 41 seconds. Had Edge gotten DQ'd, he would have lost the title. Yes, Tim.
The last Ultimate X match was April 4th, 2019.
Okay.
It was WWE agent Pat Buck taking on problematic Chris brother Jake Christ.
Ooh, okay.
Dante Fox, who I think that's AR Fox.
Okay.
Ace Austin, and the winner of that match, Johnny Impact.
Huh. How about that? So I don't know. Maybe they were planning on doing one this year before the world shut down. But that was for August the 20th in professional wrestling. All right, Tim. Here we go. We have our big moment. This is your baby. Let's jump in here.
So a big thank you to everyone a part of the 3 Count Thursday family. Without you guys, this tournament would have just been the 5 of us talking about wrestling themes for about a week and letting it go and not having good content. And I use good loosely. But thank you all the same for all your votes, your participation. But it came down to 2, a rematch from WrestleMania 14 as Stone Cold Steve Austin took on the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels in the grand finals of the tournament. And with a resounding majority of the votes, your winner and proclaimed greatest wrestling theme ever, Chronic. No, it's not Chronic. It's it is I Won't Do What You Told Me, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
How you doing?
Yeah, this one feels right. Like, I mean, it couldn't have been Michaels.
Did you hit the "How you doing" accidentally there?
No, because that was Austin. That's the only Steve Austin soundbite I have on the, which I should have a lot
you don't
more.
Have the Tough Enough clip on there.
I'm almost shocked we don't have the glass breaking.
We don't have glass breaking.
What's your favorite match?
My favorite match was with Melina and Alicia Fox.
Who?
I forgot when I moved. What's that?
That other Austin clip where he's singing somebody else's theme, right?
Right.
Well, I don't have that on the soundboard. No, I don't have that on the board.
What the hell?
But
I mean, ideally, it should have been Stone Cold's theme up against Stone Cold singing Mike and Maria.
Yeah, I mean, it probably should have been.
That's better than Chronic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's so many things better than Chronic. So many. So I feel like this is a theme that I don't feel cheated that it ended up winning. Like if Michaels would have won, I would have just claimed that the past 6 weeks of our show just didn't exist. I may have deleted them from the archives. I don't even know. But it was there. Now that we're at the end looking back on it, is there a theme that was on there that you think should have made it further, maybe should have won? Like, because I don't think we stop it. Put that picture down, Ryan. Stop that. Like, I don't necessarily, because I don't think we did this when we started, because we didn't want to sway votes or anything. But
Right.
What to you, and we'll start with Tim. What to you is the greatest wrestling theme ever?
I've got to stand by the overall number one pick of the draft of the tournament, Metalingus. As a song, it's great. As a wrestling theme, it is also great. There's a lot of, now I will say there's a lot of other themes that I like better, but they're independent themes and they're very niche.
A couple that come to mind.
Hallowicked uses the one song from Beavis and Butthead Do America where they're doing the acid trip. That song literally makes me bop in my seat every time. This guy right here had a pretty sweet theme. El Generico used Olay by the Bouncing Souls. That was pretty dope.
Okay.
I was like an independent wrestling theme snob in the early 2000s. I was scouring all over the ROH boards, pulling all of the themes, and then legally acquiring them.
Oh, sure. That's the only way that people of our generation acquired music.
And so I would legally acquire these songs and put them on mixtapes, that or CDs, mix CDs, and go from there. So, yeah, but as far as big themes are concerned, that's what it is.
All right, Matt, how about you? Is there one that kind of sticks out that you're like should have gotten further, or to me this is the best?
I mean, my favorite is always going to be DX's "Are You Ready?" But I do think that Cult of Personality should have made it further than it did. That was the one glaring, and I think that was just kind of that was part of the Michaels run, wasn't it? That got taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what it is. But I think that one, I was kind of surprised that didn't make it at least to the Elite Eight, if not Final Four. But those would be the two that I would have liked to see go further than they did.
How about you, Ryan?
I think the right song won our bracket. I really do. I looked at this as the moment the song came on, you knew things were changing. You heard the broken glass, you knew business was about to pick up. I can hear, King and JR calling the moment when you hear the broken glass. If not that, growing up watching wrestling, the first few chords of Real American, that bump, 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 it was Hulk Hogan. I can hear again, I can hear it being called just listening to the music and the excitement of Hulkamania. So those two for real. I still think we put the wrong CM Punk theme on. Cult of Personality was great. I was much more into the AFI song, but I'd be remiss if I didn't utter the words chronic during my time here.
That's fair. That's on brand. Intern Mark, how about you?
I was hoping that, I'm not surprised it didn't win, but I was hoping Ric Flair's theme would go a little further. Flair's theme is one of my favorites. From Macho Man's Pomp and Circumstance is another one of my favorites. And then, of course, it did make the cut, but Shane Strickland, when he wrestled Independence, coming out the Jackson 5, wants you back. I mean, that's tough to beat. When you hear the ivories being tickled there for the Jackson 5, that was some good stuff.
Yeah, that's a solid one. For me, I feel like this is definitely one of the ones that stands out as like when I think of wrestling themes. Like this one, is one that will always come to mind. If I can like contest it with one from back in the day, I would probably go like Ultimate Warrior. Like that one you heard that and you knew what was up. Again, that St. Louis regional just got silly. Like CM Punk not getting that far, or getting as far as it should, like Nakamura upending Randy Orton. Like, again, Nakamura's theme is a banger, but man, Orton's is really good. Brian throws a good question here in the comments. Cousin Brian, he says, what's the best theme that didn't make the bracket at all? So I'd have to and I'm trying to remember the entire bracket here, and I should be able to, because I think I actually have the picture of it on my computer. But if I can bring it up.
Did Giant Soul Bro, did that make it?
No, I don't believe. Tim will be able to answer the question of did this make it.
There's two right off the top of my head without even looking at the bracket. It's a shame we didn't put the 3 count theme on there. I don't know how that ever got missed, but shame on all of us for that. And I'm Back by Eric Bischoff. I thought that was a perfect theme for his return to the WWE that also did not make the bracket. I feel like we could have doubled our bracket size and still would have had this question and would have been talking about ones that we just omitted.
Yeah, we probably could have. And obviously, when we go, we didn't want to double up, because AJ Styles, I Am was on the bracket, but I love his WWE theme. There's one, the Shield didn't make the list, and I wonder if the fact that that ended up getting used by Roman Reigns and people just kind of soured a bit on Reigns, right, wrong, or indifferent, if that didn't maybe affect it, because I always enjoyed the Shield theme.
Perhaps. Yeah, I mean, when you take out the Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta, it kind of loses the fun of that theme song for me.
Right. And it's technically 2 different themes. They're named differently. There's a bit of a difference in the cadence of the song too. I'm looking through the list. There's a lot of different Undertaker themes that just didn't make the list because we had to have one representative from every theme. But if we had opened that up, King of Kings, Triple H.
Yeah, King of Kings
that's
is
a
hot.
banger.
Now, Ryan was pounding the table for Kid Rock American Badass. For so long.
Clearly ball with a ball.
Jeff Jarrett, My World didn't make the cut. I'm trying to see what else.
Is that the one that has the really like squealy guitar at the start?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's actually a really,
Fun.
really classic.
Yeah, that is a
trying
good
to think
one.
of, because we had the Fiend, we didn't get the Bray Wyatt theme.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Broken Out in Love, we didn't get that. I'm trying to see what else did not make the cut. John Cena's current theme didn't make the cut.
The Beverly Brothers theme didn't make the cut.
Yeah, Beverly Brothers did not make the cut.
Bremo.
John Cena.
Yep.
Remo definitely didn't. That's a glare. Did any women even make, other than Lita?
Yeah, Sasha Banks was on there.
Yeah, Sasha made the list.
Yeah, Sasha was on. I mean, the Canellises, so it was
Victoria.
Mike and Maria together.
Yeah, and Victoria was
Oh,
in the
it's had
play-in.
two jam. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yep. So we had some.
Yeah,
Andre
I'm
the
looking-
Giant theme didn't make it.
it did not.
Yeah.
Lou says that.
Andres didn't make it.
Yeah, Lou said Andres hands down should have made it on there. Brian says, "How about Billy Gunn's I'm an Ass Man?" I mean that
Ass
was
Man.
that was always a fun theme. That was always a fun
Yeah,
theme.
that was a good one.
Like the
Did
lyrics.
Val Venus did Hello Ladies? Did that make it? I mean, that's
No.
iconic from that era.
No, that wasn't high on my list.
What about The Godfather?
No, Godfather didn't make the
Godfather
list
was
either.
good.
No, Godfather didn't even get nominated to be
sad.
on.
Very sad. You hate to see it.
There's a lot of-
I was pulling for Kamala.
Oh, that
Kamala's
would've been
theme I
nice.
always thought was very good.
Yep.
But yeah,
Too
this
Cool Rikishi. That was a big one in that era.
dude, the Attitude
Bad
Era,
Man, Rikishi.
the Attitude Era in itself had just so many freaking good themes.
It really did.
Jason says, "How
What
the
about
fuck
Kane, the Kane's theme?
did WCW icon Alex Wright's theme not make it?" That's a great question. That is a fantastic question.
So Alex Wright's theme was on my short list,
Yeah.
or not my short list, but like I had to pare down a bit. But Alex Wright's theme was absolutely on my list.
See, I can't recall a lot of WCW themes because
There's a lot of like sneaky good songs.
did you guys pick up on it was last week's during HH's birthday when WWE like posted a video, they used American Made on the video instead of Real American.
I saw that.
It was strange. Like
Wild.
yeah, like I liked American Made, but I was shocked that WWE, like who has done just about everything they can to twist the fork that we won, used that theme for his birthday.
They might have a better hold on American Made than they do Real American.
Was American Made Jimmy Hart?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I
And
think
not-
so.
and
Real
Rick
American
Derringer.
in Real American's Rick Derringer. So
Yeah.
I personally, if I had to choose between those two, I would probably pick American Made
Wow,
as
really?
the better song.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
God,
I think as a
WCW
better
guy.
song.
No, it's not WCW bias. It's like it's a better song.
If you're just going song quality
He's got the red
itself, I do think American Made is better. I think it's the connection to Real American because
Yeah.
it's, that changes the opinion for people.
Right.
Let me throw in Eye of the Tiger, which would be the best out of those.
Eye
I
of
don't
the
necessarily
Tiger.
like Eye of the Tiger as a theme.
When did he use Eye
I
of the
don't care
Tiger?
for it either.
So he used it until he got Real American. And then when he got
Oh,
Real
so it's
American-
pre-Hulkamania.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
think actually, if I'm right, Real American was originally the US Express theme.
That is
Okay.
correct. Originally,
Yeah.
it was. I don't know if they even came out to that, but on the wrestling album, it was introduced as being for Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo.
Yeah. So
oh man, I got to dig
originally-
that out. I actually have that on vinyl. The wrestling album.
hold that.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yes, for sure.
I think I actually have because there was two, right? There was the wrestling album, then there was a second one, and I feel like I actually might have both.
It was Pile Driver.
Yeah, I think I have both of them.
Yeah, Pile Driver was the second one. That was a big deal.
Yeah, I should
I
definitely
have
hold on
Pile
to this.
Driver on cassette in the attic somewhere.
Mark, what don't you have in that attic?
Yeah, that's
Space.
a good question. But that's true. I don't have space in the attic. I feel so bad for my kids because it's likely going to stay packed till I'm gone. So they're going to be the ones cleaning it out.
That's how it is. That's the great last gift any parent has for their child.
The last
Hey,
gift.
hey, here's my damn attic. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. It's going to take them 6 months to get through that.
And here's hoping they don't feel bad when they're like, do we throw this away? Or do we save it? I don't know.
Yeah, I had one of those
All of your
severe.
old wrestling figures and ET memorabilia.
Oh,
How does
Hershey
one
Park
man-
plush. It's terrible.
How does
I
one
can
man
hear-
have so many ET masks? I just don't get it.
He was
I can
prepared
hear
for the
poor Lauren and
pandemic.
Alex fighting over things. Alex saying, "Well, Dad really liked this," to everything, and Lauren like, "We
Yeah.
gotta throw something away."
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Your poor kid.
Yeah.
It's going to be so bad.
God bless them.
Oh,
Just bring it an auctioneer. Let them have at it.
yeah, and that's going to be that's actually they're going to make a killing. They're going to make a killing
If
on
you
it.
die, if you
Yep.
die before Larry Peace does, your kids will live handsomely.
You ought to write now. You ought to write in your like living will that all of the contents of your attic will go to Roots Market to be sold.
Oh,
Oh,
can you imagine?
that would be
They could actually auction that off. That would be something.
that
There
that
you
that
go.
would
Barely
be
selling it.
that would be the perfect tribute to you.
That would be.
But man, this
I'd like
was
to have them sell it outside, not at the auction.
yeah. Well, yeah. But man, this was a fun tournament. I enjoyed seeing what the listeners came up with and how it shook out each week. I have a couple of ideas of what we can do for the next one. Maybe we'll let it breathe through the remainder of August and maybe the Raw after Labor Day we'll throw a new one out. You know, give the people something to look forward to in these difficult times. You know, we're giving back.
Is it boots?
Is it boots? No.
Best boots.
Yeah, the best boots.
Yeah.
Best boots?
Best
Bret Hart,
boots,
game over. No,
baby.
actually,
Rock,
that could be a
baby.
fun one. That actually could be a fun one. You say that in jest,
You're
Ryan,
a
but
boot
that's
guy,
a
aren't you?
what's
I
that?
know. I said I regret it already.
Here we go. 32 boot tournament.
There it is, 32 boots. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this Saturday night. Of course, WWE Network.
Actually, do you know who had great boots before we move on, Jim?
Who's that? Chronic.
Who had great boots?
Were they work boots?
No, they were work-in boots.
No, they
Ah.
weren't working boots.
They,
You ever seen a chronic
We're working
match? There is no work.
there no working there. No working.
Brian Clark wore the working boots.
They it was you know, what was the over under on bumps in a Chronic match? 3?
That's high. That's
That's-
real high, Jim.
that-
Oh yeah, it was all the other teams.
Definitely take the under. Definitely take the under.